Okay, I think we'll get started now. Oleksandra, obviously not the result you wanted today, but a very strong performance throughout the whole tournament. How pleased were you with your run here?
I mean, for me, this was a really good debut on the Roland-Garros. It's my first Roland-Garros ever. I didn't play it even in juniors, so yeah, to start here with 2 wins, and I think it's really good. I have a lot of things to improve in my game, but I know this and I will keep working. And for sure the conditions here are really hard. And yeah, after playing 6 sets in one day, I'm still physically really tired. And before we start with the questions, I would like to read a short speech. Because I have very important statement. I know that some people disagree with my actions. I know that some people would prefer that I stay silent. But what I do is not about politics. It's about humanity. When people are being killed, while children are dying, when violence is justified or celebrated, we cannot pretend that nothing is happening. We cannot look away. We cannot protect those who support or excuse such actions. Our organization was not built by pioneers like Billie Jean King, so that money and luxury could become the only values in women's tennis. They wanted something bigger than that. They wanted us to have a voice, to inspire others, to make the world better, to be role models for young athletes. And being a role model is not about the size of your bank account. It's not about expensive watches, private jets, or luxury brands. A real role model has the courage to stand against evil. A real role model speaks when it's easier to stay silent. A real role model has the determination to act when action is needed. We as players have responsibility that goes beyond tennis, because sports should always stand with humanity, and humanity should never be optional. Thank you.
Okay, you ready to take some questions?
Yes,
okay.
Now we can go with the questions.
Who would like the first question? Just raise your hand and use the microphone. Yasmin up the back, yeah.
Well played today. At the end of the match, you know, it felt like the whole time you had a lot of support, and then you stepped into the court and waved to everyone and spent a lot of time with them. Just talk us through your emotions in that moment and what it felt like to have that reaction from the fans.
Yeah, I was really happy to see so many fans, and I always love to spend the time after my match with the people. And yeah, I'm thankful to every person who's coming to support, who's bringing this attention to the sport. And yeah, I love my fans around the world. And yeah, I mean, for me it's a pleasure to spend the time with them.
Okay, Jonathan.
You made a really powerful statement there. I'm just wondering, have you spoken to other Ukrainian players, and have they kind of helped you in deliver what you've said there? Do they, I mean, clearly they agree, I suppose, with what you've said? And have Ukrainian players ever tried talking to Russian players and trying to change their mind and discuss the issue with them?
Can you please repeat the second question, Emma?
The second bit was, well, I wonder if you've ever tried to discuss the issue and discuss the war with Russian players, and what kind of response you've had if you have tried that.
Okay, about the other Ukrainian players, we have solidarity. All Ukrainian players you see on tour, we have absolutely solidarity. Every girl tries to do what she can and what she feels, because we all have different experience, but we all stand with our country. And the Russian players, let's be real, they don't want to communicate. They have these horrible beliefs, and yeah, that's what we have right now on tour. So for me, this is something what I think we need to stop to accept in the professional sport. And yeah, if they don't want to hear and they continue to spread this propaganda, then there should be some mechanism in our tour to stop this.
Sonia, just show your hands.
Hi. I was reading earlier about your dad coming to watch. I wondered what that was like for you to have him here for this tournament.
About my dad? Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy that he came here and that he saw my first win, because last time he saw my match, it was on 35 ITF, and yeah, actually I injured my leg in Strasbourg, and I was so worried if I will be able to show like some good performance here. Like the physio, they scared me so much that it would become even worse, and in the end I played 3 solid matches and I made 3rd round. And yeah, I'm so happy, and he told me after every match, I'm so proud of you, and it was so important. Now I don't know when he will see my tournament next time. So yeah, I mean, what it was for him, I think it's maybe the most important what I had on this tournament, to see his emotion and to hear these words from him.
Okay, Molly, then to Nani. Molly, just, yeah.
There was some extra security around your court during the match. I wondered if you were aware of that and what you thought of that.
Oh, I didn't know that there was security.
It looked like there were extra security personnel just around the court during the match.
No, I didn't know that it was like extra security, but in general, like I know that organizers of the tournament, they feel like some responsibility, but me personally, I don't feel like I need a security. And yeah, like I'm walking here around because I feel like the people who are coming here, they have intentions just to watch the match, to cheer for their favorite players, and the thing that something can happen, it's really low. And me, when I will come home, I will live under the bombs. And having this contrast that here I'm all the time with the security, because they scared of this small chance that something gonna happen here, when actually the people who are coming here, they are friendly to you, and they are the fans of tennis, and I would love to spare more time with them. And yeah, and still, as I told, it's so many security here, and I feel like nobody is talking about the fact that when I will come back home, I will be attacked with the drones and rockets. And you know, this is, for me, this contrast, I feel really strange about it. But yeah, I didn't know about extra security, but I don't think that it was something what we needed. And in the end, the atmosphere on the match, it was, I didn't saw like anyone who was aggressive today, like any single person.
Okay, Tumani and then Eleanor. Tumani.
Hi, Oleksandra here. Congrats on the tournament, well played. Marta Kostyuk, I think, before you came on the tour, she was probably one of the more outspoken Ukrainian players. And she was in here yesterday saying that, you know, after so many years, she didn't have the energy to continue being so outspoken and you know, stating her opinion. I'm curious just what's the toll for you on this, you know, constantly speaking out and trying to make your voice heard. Is there like an emotional toll?
For me, if I will stay silent, if I will get tired, I don't see any sense of being here. I believe that the mission of the sport is to unite people, to stay together for some right things. And yeah, I mean, how can I get tired when I will come back home? I mean, this war, it defines my life, because my future is in Ukraine, and my father, he's coming back to the army. My boyfriend, he's a soldier, and everything in my life is defined by war. And I'm speaking about the situation now, about that we're suffering because of the aggression. And that here are people who are getting this popularity, influence, money to support the war, and their views are dangerous. And the silence on tour is dangerous, and that's not right. But if I gonna be silent, that I don't understand what I'm doing here, and how could I if I will not try to do everything to help Ukraine to win this war. My life would be destroyed. The people I love, they would be killed. I will be killed. I don't see any other option for me.
Yeah, I was going to ask about your father. Is he now, he has to go back to the army? Does he have to go back to the front line and fight?
He has vacation, and he has 1 more week, and then he goes back to Ukraine, yes.
And how hard is it knowing that he's there and you're trying to be here playing tennis?
For me, it's something very hard and emotional, but to, you know, in some way, there is some part to play, like for my country, for my values, but also for him, because this is something we made together, and this results we made together, and that he believes in me, how he believed when I was playing futures, because when I was 21, I was ranked 800. Like, everybody told me that I will never rise above 500. And his support and this believing of that I will be a player of Grand Slam level, it was somewhere on the level of the fanatism, you know. And of course, in this situation, I'm always saying that I'm playing also for him. And yeah, I think it's important for both of us.
Over there, yeah, just raise your hand so they see you. Put your hand up. Yes, you. So here, they sit, so the microphone sees you. Yeah.
Congrats for a great tournament.
Thank you.
Diana was here before, and she said she didn't know anything you said here in the last couple of days, and she didn't want to comment on the war. And what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, she don't want to comment on the war, because if she will say her opinion, it would be a very big scandal. But I showed you the proofs. And the thing is that someone needs to react. I want to stop the tour being so hypocritic, like pretending that they cannot do anything. Because I said in one of my interviews, they have the mechanism. You can be sanctions if you are participating in tournament organized by betting company. But if they have this mechanism, why they will not use this to the tournament organized by war crime sponsor? And this person don't want to say anything about it, because she knows that something she did here it would be unacceptable from the people who lives in Europe, who believe in some democratic values, who believe in freedom, and she knows it. But she has these fanatic ideas, what she's liking, the propagandists she reads, what I proved last time, the tournament where she participating. She knows what they are doing. They just have this glorification in Russia that they are above all the world, that they have this like strong leader and everything, and they think that here all these things is not acceptable, that it's because like just crazy Europeans. And actually, I mean, this is what their propaganda saying their propaganda is full of hate to the France as well, to the Germany, to so many countries. And she don't want to share, but still, she's coming here, she's earning this money, publicity, and she's gonna go there, and she's gonna how to say? Yeah, she's gonna do what she did, you know. She's gonna use all these things like the social part and the probably financial part. This part I don't know, but in the participation of propaganda, I proved this. So she's gonna reinvest it to the things she supports. But if she would say so, of course, for her it's easier to know, oh, I don't know anything, I don't want to comment this. And that's what I told in the previous interview, that's what they are doing. Because they know the reaction, but they want to stay here, they want to earn money, they want to be in public, they want to use this to support their dictators. And that's what they want to do and what we need to stop to accept.